This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. There is always a risk when investing in the stock market. These videos are never a suggestion to buy or sell any specific stock. It is always advised to do your own research and to keep learning more and more about any strategies used in these videos. Welcome back to the channel. I hope all had a good weekend, and going forward I hope all have a prosperous week. So we're going to jump into week 26 of our Roth. And looking at the balance, the account is currently sitting at $16,128.44. Today is June 21st, so updating that balance, we're now at $16,128.44. So just jumping straight here to history, we can see that the Upwork and Blink both got expired worthless. It didn't hit our strike prices, and we did get assigned on GoPro and Corsair Gaming. We had a $32.50 put on Corsair and a $12 put on GoPro, so it did buy those at those prices. So looking at what's currently in the account, the Orbital Energy, we did it doesn't expire until July 16th. Corsair Gaming looks like it's currently sitting at $31.93. GoPro is sitting at $11.41. We had a $32.50 put option, so we bought this at $32.50, and we had a $12 put option on GoPro, so we bought it at $12. So we'll start with Corsair Gaming. If we come over, you can hover right below, right here under the cost basis column. Hover over it and you can see your cost basis. Our cost basis is $32.50. So we're going to come over, click on the down arrow, go to options chains. And looking at the expiration date, Corsair Gaming is a monthly option. So the first available one is July 16th. And our cost basis was $32.50. So we come down the chain till we find our cost basis of $32.50. We're going to come over. We own this now. It got assigned to us, so we actually own 100 shares. So we need to be doing the call option side. Put option is if you want to buy it. Call if you already own it and you want to sell it. So we're going to click right here on trade, which is in line with the $32.50 strike price. So looking at this, we'll read it. Corsair Gaming, expiration date the 16th of July, the $32.50 call option. We're going to sell to open. We're going to do a quantity of 1. If you're doing this when the market is open, you can come here and select market order. But if it's pre-market or at the market and the market isn't open, you're going to have to set a limit price. Looking at this, $31.93 is where it closed at. $31.93, and it's currently sitting at 32. So this bid right here should be good. So what we're going to do, we'll just do a limit. We'll set the limit at 1.85. We'll just set it 1 point below the actual bid price, and seeing that the stock is already increasing, this should work just fine. So we'll do 1.85. We'll review and submit this. Next, we'll look at GoPro. We hover over our cost basis. It is $12 a share. We'll come over to the drop down and go to options chains. We check our date. It is 4 days out, so coming up this Friday. We come down to our cost basis. It was $12. We find the one we want, come over, click on trade. We'll read this. Selling GoPro, expiration of 25th of June, $12 call option. This will be sell to open. We'll do a quantity of 1. If we look at the price, it's $11.41 is what it closed at. It's currently at $11.39. So this did move down a couple of pennies. We're going to set a limit order. Looking at our bid of 0.17, we're going to set it a couple cents below that at 0.15. When you are setting limit orders on options like this, and if you're doing it before work, if you're trying to get this done so you can go to work, you do need, once you get a chance and the market is open, you need to come back and make sure that they execute it, because if GoPro continues to drop lower, from the $11.39, if it keeps going down, this limit price is going to be worth less and less. It might be worth 0.10. And if that's the case, it's not going to execute. You can change this timing here. If you want it, if you really want it at least 15 cents, you can do good until cancel. It'll go all the way up until Friday. If GoPro rises, so will the options price will also rise until it gets to 0.15. So we're going to set this. We will review it when the market opens. I'm going to review and submit this order. Okay, looking at our cash on hand, we don't have any puts in here. So our available cash is $10,928.44. So I'm going to go up here to the top. I'm going to hover over trade and go to options chains. And the first one we're going to look at is Blink. This is one we did last week that expired. It's currently, it closed at 39.28 and the bid is currently at 39.30. So looking at the chain, we are 4 days out. It stops at 37.50. I'm going to expand this chain by coming over here and clicking on all. By clicking on all, it'll expand it just so I can see some other strike prices. And after hitting all, it did expand it. So I'm going to look at we're going to look at, if you look right here, this is some things that you could find sometimes. See, there's a 35.50 and you get $35 for it. But look, you can actually do a lower call and actually get 37. So I'm going to do the $35 put option, and we're doing puts this time. So we'll be on the right side. So we find the one we want, we come over, we click on trade. And we're selling Blink, expiration date the 25th of June, $35 strike price. This will be a put option. We're going to sell to open. We're going to do a quantity of 1. Seeing that the bid, it went up a tiny bit and the bid is currently sitting at 0.37. I'm going to set this limit price at 0.32, which is 5 cents below the bid. And this may be one, it may execute, it may not. We'll just have to adjust it once the market opens if it doesn't execute. So I'm going to review and submit this order. So with 10,900 roughly on hand, and we just sold a $35 put option, which is 3,500, we would have $7,400 left. So again, we're going to go up to trade, click on options chains. Next, I'm going to look at Tattooed Chef. It closed at 20.50 on Friday. Bid is currently at 20.36. So I'm going to look at the 17.50 put option. So looking at the 17.50 put option, and this is a monthly put. This isn't done every week. We're going to find the one we want. We're going to come over here and we're going to click on trade. So this is Tattooed Chef, expiring the 16th of July, 17.50 strike price. Will be a put option. We're going to sell to open to a quantity of 1. The bid is at 30. It's already below that price. So I'm going to do a limit order at 0.30. What I'm going to do is, because this stock could move a little bit, I'm going to do good until cancel. Plus it's at 30 days. So if it doesn't execute right away, it'll execute whenever it hits the 0.30. If it doesn't execute, we may come in and change this one, or we may leave it. So I'm going to review and submit this. And that put option was 17.50, so we'll subtract 1,750. We have a total of $5,650 left. So let's go back up to trade and click on options chains. Next, this week, we're going to look at Uber. It's current, making sure that it expires here in 4 days. It's currently at 49.70 is what it closed at. The bid is at 49.98. So we're going to look at doing a 48.50 put option. So you find the one you want, you come over here, click on trade. So reading this, Uber, expiration the 25th of June, 48.50 strike price. We're doing a put option. We're going to sell to open in a quantity of 1. The bid is currently sitting at 0.51. It is going up, so this should execute no problem. But I'm going to do a 0.46. Remember, when you're doing a limit price, If the price is 0.50 and you do a 0.46, when the market opens, it'll still give you the 0.50. It'll give you any price above your limit price. So it's not like we're selling ourselves short here by doing it lower. It's just making sure that it gets executed. Again, this is if you're busy and you're going to work. If you have the time, you can just wait till the market opens and see exactly where it's at. So we're going to review and submit this one. And that was a 48.50 put, so that's going to cost us $4,800. We have $850 left. And with $850 left, I'm thinking Orbital Energy, if we look, our cost basis is $659. We may be able to lower our cost basis here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy another 100 shares of Orbital Energy. So I'm going to come over here, I'm going to click the down arrow, I'm going to click on buy shares. And looking at Orbital Energy, 453 is what it closed at. The bid is currently at 460. The ask is at 464. So we'll buy 100. We'll do a limit price of 4.65, 1 penny above the ask price. And this will be extended hours. So I'll review and submit this. And because we're a penny above the ask, it did get executed. So we do have 300. Our cost basis was 659. This did lower our cost basis to 594. So 594. What we're going to do now is we're going to come over, click on the down arrow here and go to options chain. And this one is a monthly one. We'll go above our cost basis, which was lowered to 594. So 750, we're going to come over, we're going to click on trade. And reading this, Orbital Energy expiring the 16th, 750 strike price, a call option. Sell to open, we'll do a quantity of 1. The bid is sitting at 0.15. I'm going to do a limit, put it just a couple of pennies below that at 0.13. I'll review and submit this one. So buying those Orbital Energies was $464. We subtract that, we have a total of 386 left. So we're just gonna leave it here for now. We'll come back after the market opens and make sure these got executed. Okay, the market is now open and we were able to sell Blink, Corsair Gaming, GoPro, Tattoo Chef, and Uber. So let's look at our history. So looking at history, the Corsair Gaming, Uber, Blink, Tattoo Chef, GoPro, and that one Orbital Energy that we did. Looking at what we received today, we got a total of 184.35, 45.35, 31.35 twice, 17.35, and 14.35. So our totals for this week, the 21st here, 184, 17, 14, 45, and 31.35 and 31.35. So this is a total of $324, somewhere around there, $324 for this week. So not a bad week. You know, the market the last few weeks has been really choppy. There's a lot going on in the economy. So I would say if you're doing this and you're following it and you're buying calls or selling puts, I would say try to be conservative as possible right now. I probably could have even been more conservative on the ones I chose this week, but just until we get back into more of a normal schedule and there's not so much, nervousness in the economy, I would say, being conservative might not be a bad idea right now. So again, I want to thank you for watching. If you found value in this video, don't forget to subscribe and hit the thumbs up button. That will help the algorithm push this out to more people. That is why I do this, to help people see, that may have never thought about this or know about this, to help them see and understand how to do it. And don't forget to hit the notification bell. It will alert you anytime I post a new video. I do post every Monday usually, unless I'm out of town or something's going on. And I will be starting a new series here soon. So don't forget to hit that notification bell. I'll see you in the next video.